Hello, welcome to another episode of Indie Filmworks. I am your host, Nathan Shore. Today, I'd like to talk to you about trailers, movie trailers. And I'm not talking about the movie trailers that big Hollywood studios put out. Those studios have millions and millions of dollars to market their film, and they put in tons of hours to meticulously edit a trailer that is geared toward a specific audience or a wide audience. But who I am talking to today are the independent filmmakers who are putting together trailers for their short film or feature films. So I want to talk to you about 5 mistakes that I see lots of independent filmmakers make when they are putting together their trailer. And the reason why this is an important topic to me right now is because just recently, we just put out the official trailer for my first feature film, Higher Methods. And at the end of this video, I will put a link to that trailer as well so you can see that. So a couple things I want to talk to you about are these 5 mistakes. And the number one mistake that I see most filmmakers make is that their trailers are just too long. You have only a certain period of time to really hook an audience. And if you are putting out a 2.5 or 3 minute long trailer, you are going to lose them. Keep your trailers as short as possible. 60 seconds, 90 seconds tops. And you could even go shorter than that, because the most important thing to keep in mind is that you're going to lose your audience exponentially as the trailer goes on. And I can tell because every time I put out a trailer, I can go to those YouTube analytics and I can see, after 15 seconds or 20 seconds that I'm losing a certain percentage of my audience. So keep in mind that about 95% of your audience is not going to even make it to the end of your trailer. And you'll probably lose about 60% of them by the halfway point. So the most important thing is, keep those trailers short. And number one also is, if you have some great footage, stack that in the beginning. Because if you wait to the very end to show this big reveal or some dramatic moment that is at the end of the trailer, most people aren't going to see it. Put your best footage in the beginning because you want to hook them and you want them to keep watching. If they get bored, they're going to go watch another video. The second thing is that a lot of the trailers that I see independent filmmakers make, they're just over-explaining what their movie is about. They're too expository. They're trying to fit too much story into 60 or 90 seconds. I had this problem as well with Higher Methods. We had a cut of the trailer that was trying to explain way too many of the subplots happening in the film. And I also was having the voiceover and the narration explaining too much as well. It just got too much. And then I realized, after I did some more research with what other trailers look like, is that I can let the visuals tell the story. And that made it a much more powerful trailer. So keep that in mind when you're cutting a trailer. Do not over-explain everything that's happening in your movie. The third thing I want to talk about, and this is a little similar to the last one, is that a lot of trailers are just too complicated. Your trailer should be laser focused on its goal, what its audience is. Have one targeted vision. An example of this would be, let's say you are making a horror film about superheroes. All right, I don't know if that's been done before, but maybe like Blade back in the day. But what I'm trying to say is, instead of making a trailer that tries to capture like an audience of horror fans and an audience of superhero fans, focus on one of those two and really try to get that audience to stay tuned into your trailer. And if you want to, you can cut a second trailer that is marketed toward the other half of the audience. That way, you can market that directly to one group and then market the other trailer to another group. But what you don't want to do is spread yourself too thin and try to go for like a mass audience of too many genres of filmmaking, because you're just going to lose people. It's not going to appeal to them. We don't have the budget or the ability to market to a mass audience. We have to find that niche audience. So do the best you can to find a niche and go after that. The fourth thing I want to mention, this is a big one. Everybody here has heard the thing about, you can fix bad video, but you can't fix bad sound. It couldn't be more important for your trailer. Remember, your trailer is your number one piece of marketing that you have for your film. All right? So what that means is that if your trailer has bad sound, your audience is not going to be able to, they're not going to come along for the ride. They're not going to want to see your feature film. I see so many trailers put out by independent filmmakers that just kind of put it out there with sound that was coming, that with poor sound that was recorded from the movie, which is the first mistake. But the thing is, you can still fix that. Even if you can't fix all of your sound issues from your full film, do what you can to fix any sound issues for your trailer. Because if you put out an amazing trailer, that is still going to bring your audience in to see your film. Now, they might not like it if your full film doesn't have great sound, but you can't put out a piece of advertising for your film that just sounds bad. It's not going to get you an audience that you want to get when your film is finally released. So the last thing is, and this is kind of tied in a little bit to the last one, is overall poor editing and poor pacing for trailers. I don't know about you, but I watch tons of trailers, and all the ones that come from like the big studios. Now again, we're not big studios, we're all independent filmmakers, so I know we can't duplicate the budget that they have for marketing these. But what we can do is put in the time to meticulously edit our trailers so that they have fantastic pacing. And I'm talking about like comedies that hit comedic beats and have really good comedic timing, or horror movies that have those jump scares in it. I see so many trailers that are trying to appeal to those audiences, but they just seem to have no clue as to how to pause for a laugh in a trailer. It blows my mind that still happens. So, watch lots of other trailers from the big studios, because you can learn a lot from them as far as the quality and the pacing, all that stuff. So, anyways, those are the 5 things that I see most of us independent filmmakers, the most mistakes that we make. And I hope that this video helps you all in some little way so that we can all market our films in the best way possible, and when we get lots of views and our films become big hits. So anyways, thank you for watching this episode of Indie Filmworks. I'll catch you next time.